So Capcom game sales fall nearly 50% during the first quarter of the fiscal year, but there is a plus side to this for them.
Beginning operation.
So Capcom has revealed its sales have dropped nearly 50% during the first quarter of the fiscal year of 2024 compared to the same time last year. Specifically, sales have fallen roughly 44% to 138 million.
Still not convinced, eh? I've got a way to make you see things differently.
So despite the sales being down significantly, the company did, however, have increases in other areas of business.
3,333,360. Ooh, it's exhausting to just say it.
Capcom's arcade operations and amusement equipment businesses saw increases of 18.1% and 147.2%, respectively.
Fuck, all right. That's a huge bit.
That brought the consolidated sales of the first quarter to roughly 192 million, down just 32.5% year one over.
Bad news.
So regarding business conditions during the 3 months that have ended June 30th, 2024, in addition to the release of past titles on additional platforms, sales were dominated by catalog sales of major titles released in the previous fiscal year in the core digital content business due to the timing of new titles in the fiscal year under review of being weighted of the second fiscal year.
All we've done is buy you some time.
Overall, Capcom doesn't seem too worried about its first quarter sales or the overall state of things as games such as Marvel vs. Capcom, Fighting Collection, Arcade Classics, Dead Rising Remaster, Ace Attorney, yada, 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 which is set to launch later this year. So what this essentially means is they were carried by their back catalog.
Yeah, seems like it worked.
Here's the thing I'm thinking. First quarter, I don't think Dragon's Dogma was the first quarter. I think that was the second quarter. So we don't even have Dragon's Dogma.
That is most unfortunate.
That's not even a part of the first quarter, so I don't think they would have released really anything.
No, they haven't
first
released
quarter.
anything. If anything, it's just people going and buying Street Fighter and going and buying Monster Hunter. That's kind of what carried them through the whole thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, Monster Hunter blew up on Steam again at the beginning of the year because that trailer, just everyone went and bought Monster Hunter World again.
Be careful, it's still hot.
But I should say this, that's pretty good. They only dropped 30% without any new products being put out. Like any new major products. That is really good. Like I know people are going to be like 32% drop, but you have to take in those factors of there wasn't any big games they were putting out in that quarter. Other parts of their company raised up. Like if Dragon's Dogma had a release in the first quarter, you'd be seeing like, holy shit, they did really, really well.
If Monster Hunter Wilds performs, if it launches and it's fine, and by fine I mean like it runs well, like everything's smooth, boom. To the moon. Now, like you said, a lot of people are going to look at that and say, oh, there's a drop there, but yeah, there is, but like you said, it's carried by the back end and all that type of shit. But that sets them up for a really big explosion for the next one.
Well, this quarter coming up and the quarter after, yeah. So we're in the third quarter, right? Some companies break it up differently, but I would assume it is first quarter is the first quarter of the year. And I would assume their fiscal year falls in line with the actual calendar year. It may or may not. But if it does, that means quarter 3 is going to be big and quarter 4 is going to be big too, because you have Christmas sales. So even if you don't have something launching in like November, you're still going to have that stuff that launched in quarter 3 that's now going to probably be a little bit on sale, and people are going to have money to spend because it's the holidays. And people always look for deals and look to buy stuff around the holidays.
If anyone thinks they're gonna keep me from getting my kids' Christmas presents, they can kiss my fat vagina.
Yeah, Black Friday sales as well, yeah.
Is it really as bad as they say it is? We usually start lining up around 3 a.m. We douse ourselves in pig blood because it does help us slip through the crowd when the doors open.
Americans.
Black Friday, Boxing Day, there's a ton of sales that happen in that fourth quarter. Most companies make a majority of their profit in that fourth quarter. right? Look at like a Walmart, Target. Most of their money comes in the fourth quarter.
As of now, in the not too distant future, if they drop a teaser trailer for Resident Evil 9,
boom.
Give us a 3-2-1 next time, eh, Sancho?
Yeah,
because
everyone boom, straight back up. Yeah, no, easy. Like
because the only thing they've released in the third quarter so far, like this quarter, has been Resident Evil 7 on the phone. Which now that's going to get completely covered up if you have that other stuff coming out. And I don't know if Monster Hunter's coming out this year or early next year. Yeah, so that's going to be their first quarter. So all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh shit, look at how much of an increase their first quarter has had.